Hello, goblins, and welcome to another episode of the harvest season. I mean, hello, farmers, but whatever. It's an inside joke from the Slack. My name is Bev, and here I am with, or today I am with...
Kelly. Hi.
And Maddy.
Hello.
Hi.
So welcome. We're talking about potion permit, and we're so excited to talk about this. It's been a long time coming.
Yes, we've been talking about doing this podcast together since last year.
So yeah, we're finally here. And guess what have y'all been playing or been up to recently?
Well, my game has not been very farm game. Like, I've been playing the first Dark Souls for the first time. I don't know why I decided to start it, but I did, and as every other From Software game, I am completely obsessed and devoting every hour of free time to it. So
I thought you played that. I guess I just assumed you played all of the Dark Souls.
No.
And
I've taken a very strange path. I did Bloodborne first, and then I did Dark Souls 3. I don't know why. And then I did Elden Ring, and now I'm going back to the first Dark Souls.
Nice.
Okay.
So
just
I've tried Elden Ring, and I'm scared to go back.
I bought Elden Ring, and it's been sitting in its case behind my TV since I bought it in the summer, because I'm afraid of it. But I want to play it.
Same. I watch other people play it.
No, and also, so it's the PS4 is hooked up to the living room TV, and like I feel bad kicking like Kristen off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same.
Yeah. I have the living room TV, but Mark, my husband, was so excited that I started playing it that he started playing it again for probably the 5th time, but he's up in his game room, so.
Nice.
I've been playing Stacklands, so it's like there is some farming to it, but it's like a card game, kind of, online. Or a card game.
Oh.
Was that in like the indie
I
showcase?
think so. So they're like kind of cute little cards and stuff, and like you have like villagers and they like do things and you build things and you can fight goblins and wolves and stuff in the cards.
It looked very cute.
Wow.
It is very cute. I'm on an island now. Don't get the mobile game. That's what I'm gonna say. I got the computer one, and apparently the mobile game is fun, but it like is missing a big part of the game.
Okay.
Take note, farmers.
Let's see. I've been like very ADHD with my games lately, but I've been primarily playing Hades and Inscription. So I've been in a big Hades fix, and I just feel like it's such a good game to pick up and like put down, like, and just jump back in anytime. Have y'all? I know Kelly has played it. Have you played it, Maddy?
I have not, and it's not because I don't want to, but I'm afraid of the time that I probably would sink into it. Just listening to everybody on the Slack that I'm on with you all, that I think once you start Hades, that's your life for a little bit.
It's so hard to say no to a second run.
Yeah, I played Dead Cells, which is kind of the same thing, and it's always like, just one more. But then the further you get, a run could be, 5 minutes at first, but then later I'm like, I just dropped 45 minutes on that run. Next, do it again. And then all of a sudden,
I have Dead Cells.
The Dead Cells girl. It's so fun.
I have the physical. I bought it years ago, and I'm afraid of the time sink. I'm afraid of it. I want to play it so bad.
It's been like one of those games that I want to play.
Well, they're having, I think it's this year. I don't know if they've announced a specific date, but there's going to be a Castlevania-themed DLC coming out for it. So I definitely will start playing it again when that drops. So I will get you two on the Dead Cells train with me.
Okay, cool.
I think I may have to. I know there's a Hades 2 coming, too.
Yes, but there's no, info on when that's coming out.
It's too early. And Inscription is a roguelike or light, I forget which one, deck building horror game, which I've been really enjoying. You're like, you start out in like this cabin, and you just have like glowing like eyes like staring at you and like telling you like here's like some like sacrifices that you can make with your cards, or I don't know. It's very creepy and I love it. And there's like puzzles around the shed or whatever room you're in, and you can like step away from the table and try to solve those puzzles to get more cards.
I love puzzles. I love puzzles in games.
What platform is that on?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I want to play this.
I know it's on Steam. Not sure if it's on anything else.
Interesting.
It's so nice. I feel like getting the Switch was so nice because I played more games, but now I got a new laptop last year and I can play like Steam games, and it is opened the world.
Yep, exactly. I've gotten a Steam Deck and I have just been immensely enjoying using that because my gaming computer is at my work computer, so I get tired of sitting here. But I want to play computer games so badly, and now the Steam Deck helps with that.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a Steam Deck, but I am so backed up with the games that I want to play already that opening myself up to that brand new world, I think I would just have to quit my job. And I mean,
become a full-time gamer.
Mind doing that.
I mean, I would love to become a full-time streamer podcast. If we get more people on our Patreon, maybe I can, but no.
Help Bev with their dream life.
Okay. Okay, so news. There's no segue, but we're going into news.
I didn't look at any of these, which is my standard.
I did, protocol. And I didn't know any of them.
All right, so first up in our news is there's been a release date, I guess, announced for X. I don't know if it's been announced, but there's a release date now, or it's still here, for Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, coming out June 27th this year. It's now out in Japan, and there's been confirmation that it will be on PC, Switch, PS5, Xbox, X and S. I'm not familiar with Xbox S and S. I guess that's the new one. I don't know.
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea. The one after Xbox One, I guess.
Series X, Series S.
Yeah, I thought it was Series X or something like that, but maybe that's the cool way to call it that.
X, I have no idea. Al, correct me.
Here, this'll get Al in here. Come on, Al.
I do think it's funny imagining just firing up your Xbox to play a cute farming game. And I don't know why, because I'm sure Xbox has plenty of cute stuff, but I've never played an Xbox or owned one.
I did own one when I was like a teenager because I loved Fable.
I was going to say, it just seems like a Halo machine. That's what I thought.
Well, so my friends wanted me to play Halo, so they all got together and like sold some of their games to help me like get an Xbox. And I tried playing Halo, and I was so bad at it. And they didn't even want me to play with them.
I was also scared of that one.
So then I just played Halo, Fable by myself, and I loved it, and it was the best.
I had the original Xbox, I think, and I had like every other game but Halo on it. Like a volleyball game, like a card game, a really cool graffiti game where you just skate around like doing graffiti. And
that's fun.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, the fourth one, but I was terrified of the ending because I never finished it.
But yeah, I don't know. I
have nothing to say about Story of Seasons. Sorry,
okay,
I'll cut that out.
Okay, no, don't cut it out. I was just gonna ask, have you played A Wonderful Life? Because this is a remake essentially.
One of my friends did, I think.
Okay.
Or Kristen actually might have, because I think she got a Story of Seasons this summer, or Harvest, maybe a Harvest Moon. You can cut that out.
I know I'm excited to play it because I never played it, so I want to experience what everyone loved about it. And they do have non-binary characters in it. It's been confirmed, and they are allowing you to marry whoever you want, whoever is eligible. So that's a huge,
nice.
like, improvement from the original.
That is pretty cool.
That's a really good like selling point for it.
Yeah. Okay. And next one is Disney Dreamlight Valley. They've announced their early 2023 roadmap. It looks like Encanto's Mirabel is coming and Frozen's Olaf's coming in February. I mean, Mirabel being in there might be a reason for me to pick this up finally.
Yeah.
I love Encanto, and Olaf is fantastic. So maybe I don't know, I'll get it. Maybe we'll see. And Simba's coming in April, and then Cinderella in early summer. And it looks like there also later updates will include like multiplayer, which is exciting. Hopefully, it will like look like Animal Crossing and be as exciting as, at least initially, how much fun it was to multiplayer in there.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't realized that there wasn't already multiplayer.
I feel like that's such a big part of like these kind of games.
Yeah. Come on, Disney Dreamlight Valley.
I mean, it is still in like early access or whatever, which is why
Okay.
It's supposed to be free to play. Micah didn't know this, and he bought. he bought like one of the packages, so that's the only way to get access to it now is to buy one of like the content packages or whatever, where you get like character design. I don't know. I forget what's in the packages. But it is on Game Pass if anyone has that. So I might honestly pick up Game Pass for that reason alone.
I want Game Pass so bad. But that's another one like Steam Deck where it's like, is that a good idea?
Yeah. Is that the Microsoft one?
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's an Xbox One, but they do have a PC portion.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I think my computer was like, you have a free trial. Let us know when you want to use it. And I just was like, I don't need to get more games.
Let's time
right
it
now.
Let's time that, and we can have a Disney Dreamlight Valley summer.
Oh,
yes!
It'll be like
that actually sounds really fun.
Spring all over again.
Yes.
Yeah, like when the multiplayer launches, let's all sign up for a free trial of Game Pass.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yes, let's do it. Okay.
Okay, mark that down. Al, set a reminder, please.
Next in the news is One Lonely Outpost. Looks like their early access is delayed until June. That's been a Kickstarter update. That's all we have for that.
Shoot.
Rival marriage system is kind of interesting.
Oh, yes. So the next one, Orange Season.
I didn't know that was two different games. Oh, my God.
It is.
Oh,
it's
no.
It's this weird
Go back to the last
game.
Go back to the last game. Ignore this.
I don't think there's anything to say about One Lonely Outpost.
Okay. No, I think One Lonely Outpost is set in like Mars or like in outer space or something. So it's like I might be. Am I correct in this? Oh my goodness, hold on. Yes. Okay, I see an astronaut, so we're good.
Okay.
It's set in space. I think there's like robot cows in here, if this is the one I'm thinking of.
Oh.
And that might be the only reason why I play it, because I want a robot cow.
That's fair.
Yeah, that sounds engaging and enticing for me.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Orange Season is pretty much looks like a Stardew-esque like farming sim. And it looks like they're going to have a rival marriage system.
Okay, this announcement tweet is very funny reading it, and this makes me really want to play this game because you can get messy.
That's what I'm saying. This looks sick.
You can influence who ends up with who, meddle in the love life of your neighbors, and ship whoever you like. Like that
sounds awesome.
Incredible.
That's like I want to do that. I want to mess around with all those people. Like. We're playing games.
Is it only who ends up with who, or can you actively break relationships? Because I know that's what Al wants.
Well, it says meddle of your neighbors.
Meddle to me sounds like you are screwing up something that's in progress.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then
meddle with the love life of your neighbors and ship whoever you like. Sounds like
I'm in. I want to be messy.
It's just going everywhere. I've never heard of something like this, right?
No. I think this is the first one of it. And I know, like, I think Al has been wanting like some sort of system like this for ages, for like years, if not. So I think this is the first of its kind, and I think it's in early access right now.
I would totally play this. I want to play this.
I would also totally play this. Maybe this could be like a round 3.
Okay, so we do this. We'll do a summer of Dreamlight Valley, and then this one.
Perfect.
But honestly, with farming games, I never want to marry anybody. Like that's like the least exciting part for me for games like this, like Sim Life, like Harvest Moon, any of that stuff. Like I don't care. Even in Potion Permit, when we get there, it's like, what does that mean to me? But if I got to like write fake little notes and put it in people's mailboxes to be like, this person was talking crap on you behind the cottage, you know, I would have like a little notebook with like all my mischievous plans.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to marry Krobus in Stardew, so he could be your roommate though, but you can't marry him. So, like, well, this is close enough, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like a little alien creature who lives in the sewers. He's not a person.
And next up on our news list is Farlanders. And Farlanders is a turn-based city builder that requires strategic terraforming and excellent management skills. I feel like this game isn't like calling out to me, so this might be one I pass on, but we'll see. Oh, it's out now.
I guess the question is, do you have what it takes to lead the colony to success? And you are admitting, Bev, you don't think you do.
I have a lot to manage at work. I don't want any additional management in my life.
That's totally fair, and I understand.
That is very fair. I've been playing a lot of RimWorld, so this kind of looks like something I would probably be interested in.
Okay.
So you do have what it takes,
I might.
Kelly.
I might.
Okay.
Listen, you just save a lot, so when you get to battles, if you do it wrong, maybe you reset some of them, okay? I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't care if I'm a save scum. It is what it is.
No, that's called strategic.
Yeah.
That's called efficient.
Listen.
That's called learning from your mistakes.
Yes.
I've watched some
That's
people,
smart.
they'd have no bonds with their colonists. Here I am. I love them. I care for them. I don't want them to die. So I'm going to be a save scum.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. It's fine.
I think you do have what it takes to bring the colony to success.
Oh, yeah.
I learn from my mistakes. I never make the same mistake twice. So, there's that.
That's excellent
I'm more
management
convinced.
skills.
Convinced. You're hired.
Perfect. I'll take the job.
Yay.
Yeah, so that's out now. So if you want to try your hand, you can do that. The next and last one on our list is SteamWorld Dig, which appears to be like a mining sim. So you're building like a miner's town and you dig.
So it's like the other one, but down below the earth.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, you must escape a dying planet by building a mining town to dig up vital long-lost technology. Meet the ever-growing... Oh, so interesting. So you're building this town so you can leave.
I would play this also.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that one actually sounds kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, I like mining. I tend to gravitate towards and like farming sims anyway. So if this is all mining, then I'm and I'm interested in this like story too. Like, will there be like a reason why you're trying to like lead this play? I don't know.
I guess you won't know until you get to the bottom.
And that's there's a demo out now, so I guess we can try it if you want to.
Do a
Maybe I
little
will.
mining.
Yeah,
Just a demo.
Report back to me, Bev. Let me know.
I will. Okay. And I guess now we're at our main topic. This is going so great.
It is.
So great.
Al's gonna regret the day he said that I was allowed to be on this podcast because I do not think I'm bringing a very professional environment to this.
That's how I feel every time I do this, and I have been invited back, so I feel like...
You bring a fun environment, and that's all that matters.
I'm just trying my hardest.
Okay, so potion permit. Alliteration. Why? It's by Mass Hive Media. The little blurb on Steam is Moonberry's residents need healing, and you're the best chemists around. With your trusty tools, a brewing cauldron, and a canine companion on your side, you'll need to diagnose symptoms, gather ingredients, brew potions, and cure ailments in this open-ended sim RPG. It's available on Steam, Switch, PS4, PS5, and Xbox. It's like everywhere. I played it on Steam Deck, but want to see like what y'all's like first impressions are.
I played it on Switch, and my first impression was that it was one of the cutest things I've ever seen. I struggle a lot sometimes with pixel art, especially in farming games. It's very hit or miss for me, and this one was like perfectly my aesthetic. I thought it was so cute.
Yeah.
So that was my first impression, but I have a lot to say about other impressions.
Yeah, no, this is so cute. I like a lot of pixel art. Like, I play some ugly pixel art games, but this one is actually really cute. So I feel like that alone was like, okay, I gotta play. And then the like seeing the trailer with the puzzles, the it's like I want to do that. That's what I want. So those two things, I was like, that's enough for me. I have a little dog that follows me. That damn dog, though, feeding that dog.
Oh my god,
problematic dog. Yeah. I'll say. Let's just start there. It's a questionable dog.
Yeah.
His purpose, his usefulness, his path to friendship. I guess mine was a girl. Sorry, mine was named Sadie after my friend Teddy's dog.
Oh, what did I name mine? No, I gotta look.
I don't have mine open, so I can't look.
Where is it? Where's my dog?
I also really liked the art coming in. That was probably one of the reasons why. And I liked the premise of like brewing potions and like using like a Stardew like medical game kind of. So I really like the premise, and I'm kind of like Maddy that I not really enticed like or like brought in by pixel art unless it's like really good.
Yeah, I liked the theme a lot too, Bev. The fact that the angle was very witchy, they were a chemist, making potions. It definitely, that's my weak spot when it comes to games. So the fact that your job was diagnosing them and then using the earth to heal through potions, especially that you got to do a cute little Tetris game to make the potion. I loved the Tetris game.
Oh my god,
I knew that you could you could make it so it just like auto like solved some of the easier ones, but I feel like I just always played Tetris.
Oh, every time.
I'll just do it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need it to auto solve it for me. I'll just play Tetris. That was one of the fun parts for me.
Yep.
I really enjoyed both of like playing it and also being like, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna auto.
Yeah,
so I did a little bit of both.
I would do it if I needed like a bunch of them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, if I want to make like 5 potions, like this is so much faster than playing Tetris every time. But I would always play Tetris first and then be like, let's make 4 of these.
Or try to like find like the most efficient way. Like I have like the most of these like ingredients. Like I will try to make this one work or get more of these ingredients so that it will be easier to make more of these to make money.
Yeah, like the single dot ones were my favorites, where it was just like 1 pixel for the Tetris puzzle. I'm like, that guy could go anywhere. So nice to have like 30 of those in your stockpile.
I know, I think the day it came out, Maddy, you got it, right? Like, you got it right away.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, I'm going to wait to see what Maddy says.
And I said, play it, because I think I was doing a work from bed day.
Yeah, and you were like, and I was just like, okay, I'm getting it now. I'm getting it now. Because I played like strange horticulture right before that. So I was like just already in like little potion-y, witchy game mode. Very different games, but still similar theme.
I will say off the bat, since we're talking about good things, just to kind of bring it to the other side, I guess just generally, I had a fun time playing this game for what it was. I don't regret buying it. I thought the price was fine. However, the DLC, buying it with all the extra add-ons of decorations, I regret that.
Oh, I agree.
I bought the full pack. It's like, why not? It's cute. It'll help this place. It was literally pointless. So as far as this game, I don't know how it works in like Stardew or anything like that, but obviously I know how it works in Animal Crossing. Decorating your house is like a big part of it. And so when I saw that these DLC packs were, cute decorations for your home, like a little stuffed cat, these toys, I'm like, heck yeah, I love decorating a little witch's cottage. That's kind of what I do in my daily life in the real world. But you can't decorate anything. It's hard. You can't rotate things. Your room is tiny. You're really never in there for any reason except for just
sleeping,
waking up and leaving right away. So that I recommend, unless it's changed and there's a patch that you get to update your house more. That was a waste of my money, in my opinion.
Yeah, because I did the same thing where I was like, I love decorating. I'm just going to buy this when I buy the game. And it was pointless.
Yeah, you screwed up.
Yeah. I was like, okay, whatever.
I think it was a weird choice that you couldn't rotate the actual, like, decoration items.
Yeah.
I know you guys had a podcast. Yeah, it is limiting. You guys had a podcast on Ooblets, and I loved playing that, and you could decorate, and I kind of struggled that you couldn't, like, rotate your house to see, like, the fronts of items, but that was so much more open to being able to decorate and make it look cute compared to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I opened the game today to look. I was like, oh, I just have like a weird pile of garbage on my floor. So I think I tried to like make it look cute in the corner and realized that I could barely do anything, and that's literally the last thing I did was just put garbage on
I
the
think
ground.
I still have like my like really bad like rug and sofa, like gross sofa.
Oh no, I did.
As soon as you told me that, I was like, I am not investing any time in this.
I did make mine look cute.
A tiny
as cute as it could.
I had like a table with a stuffed cat toy on top of it, I think, just kind of hanging out in the middle of the room because I couldn't figure out like how to make it not interfere with my bed and everything.
I'm going to the house now so I can check out my room.
Yeah,
I'll send you guys a screenshot. Of that.
I'll tweet that out later.
I will say what I'm also remembering as I'm doing this is there's no run button, right?
Yes, I have that in my...
I can't do no run buttons. So my B button is so worn out on every controller that I own.
My notes, I have it separated from things I liked, things I didn't like, and ideas for improvement. And the first one on that last list is let me run. LOL.
So my room isn't cute per se, but it's not trash bag on the floor. Okay. But it's definitely not like anything I did in Stardew or Animal Crossing, especially.
So if you are interested in Potion Permit, but you love the idea of decorating your house for a game like this,
forget it.
That will not align.
No, or at least double check that they haven't like made any updates. Or maybe it's better on PS4. I have no idea. But I don't think it was any better on Steam.
And I would think Steam and PS4 are pretty similar.
Right.
So I guess speaking of, the different ways to play this, my experience on the Switch, and I think I've read today that there has been some patches to fix it. This game was glitchy, like buggy, like game-breaking crashes, freezing. I know there were specific story parts that if you entered it, you kind of just screwed yourself out of the rest of the game. You could teleport directly into the water, and then you were just stuck in the water.
I got stuck in the forest so many times. And you can run around in it, but you're like, you can't get out.
So was that something that you encountered on Steam, Bev?
No, it wasn't. And I think that was part of my reasoning for getting it on Steam, because like I have a Steam Deck, so I was like, if the Switch is not great, then I could just directly get it on Steam.
Yeah, I was having an issue with glitchy games at that moment, so I think I was just accepting, like, because I did Cult of the Lamb like right before, and that was, again,
and it kind of
no regrets buying that game, but like
they can
the glitches.
Yeah, I definitely saw some like really funny like glitches for Scarlet Violet, and I think my favorite one was like a gigantic like deli bird in the sky that looks like Godzilla. Like I want that.
I love how the Scarlet Violet ones of just Pokemon launching themselves off of cliffs,
like, or like the horror ones, like the horror body ones.
Oh, with like the elbow like going upside down.
The T-pose just like streaming forward, just T-posing.
Or just falling through the earth all the way into like the abyss.
Listen, it was just, it was a season of glitches. A year of glitches. Yeah,
and like that's like a whole other conversation. It's like, well, there's so many games coming out like earlier than they should be just to like push it out. It's like, no, can we not do this? Because no one enjoys picking up a game and then dealing with all those glitches. No one wants to do that.
Yeah. I was one of those people that got stuck in a storyline. I could never finish the Victor storyline, even though I gave him his final potion. It just... Even though I gave it to him. So the thing is, too, is I gave him the potion, and you can only make that potion, like, one time. I don't own that recipe. It was just for me to create that one potion.
So we'd have to start over in order to actually...
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that.
It's not worth it.
No. No. So I was like... But now I'm stuck with that in my quest line, too. So I was like, okay, well, that's really annoying.
Oh, another glitch that, Bev, I think you did encounter in Steam was... the little notifications in your menu that told you, you encountered a new animal or a new resource, and that wouldn't clear.
Nope.
That's annoying.
It was very annoying. Like, I have red notifications everywhere in my life, but in my games, I don't want that.
No.
Yeah. I like clearing all those things out. I like it to not be yelling at me all the time.
Exactly. Ugh.
Because then it just makes me never check it or clear anything out at that point. Because I'm like, well, it'll never be 0. So when I look today, I'm like, oh, I have like 33 things to check in this. Like, just never checked it. Extremes.
All right, I feel like we should talk about some of the mechanics in this game, because we've talked about a lot, but we haven't quite gone over like all the different things you can do. So we've mentioned that you can create potions with Tetris essentially, and you use that to take care of residents by like identifying them. And so like there's each like what's the word, like
ailment or whatever, right?
Or just like the identification part, like because those are all unique puzzles as well.
Yeah, like they would come in and they would have like, oh, a weird spot on my elbow, and you would have to do some rhythm game, and it'd be like, oh, they got leaky elbow, or whatever it was called. And then you would play the Tetris game to make the potion, but then the Tetris pieces all related to specific resources that you would gather out in the wild. So stuff you would chop down or kill animals for, or mine or pick flowers, right?
Yeah, or chop trees or like whatever.
So I guess, you know, that is a thing that I put in the things I like section, that play loop was pretty addictive when you were feeling it. You know, like, oh, there's a sick person, but I don't have enough of this, so I have to go out. But then I want a better, like, shovel because I'm not getting the job done with the one that I have. So then you have to gather resources to upgrade your tools. So that, it got me. And that's why I say, despite all the flaws, the glitchiness, other stuff that maybe we'll get to later, that play loop got me.
Oh,
and with how cute it was. I couldn't put it down.
I thought it was like so motivating. Like I just wanted, I wanted to get to the next level.
Exactly.
Like I wanted to open the next area. I wanted to find more things to harvest. Like I wanted to find, because like as you would progress, you would get bigger Tetris pieces. So essentially better Tetris pieces. Not necessarily
when you
all
got
the time,
one that
but,
was like 4 across, you're like, wow.
Because like
this is
with the puzzles,
huge.
it was like so limiting between like earth, fire, wind, water, right?
Yeah, the different
And
elements.
then also the amount of pieces that you could use. So I feel like that was really cool too, because it wasn't just like throw everything you can into this. Like, no, you had to plan it out. And then like it would be like, oh, I need that piece. I have to go specifically here first. Mine as much as I can, and then go back.
And like the monsters that you would fight to like collect resources to were also very interesting and like different and unique. So I enjoyed like finding out like the new monsters in a new area once I unlocked it, and like trying to figure out how to like not die.
Yeah, the best way to attack them.
There were some monsters down in like that deserty area, like kind of like I think one of the last ones you unlocked. Those guys were tough.
The dragon, the sand dragon.
Yes. I think there was like a sand snake too that would like hide and pop up and get you.
I called it a dragon, but yeah, it's like a snake dragon. Same thing.
Okay, sorry.
No, that one, because it would just pop up out of nowhere, and then you could hit it like twice, and then it would disappear again, and then it would bite you.
Oh, it took so long to like kill that thing. Yeah.
Loved it. I thought that was fun.
No, yeah, that was really fun. And to piggyback on this, I think the teleport system for that was really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Because like it like just cut out the like kind of like having to trek entirely to like the bottom of the map for one specific thing. Yeah, especially that you can't run.
I don't think I knew that there was a teleport system until I think y'all had mentioned it, and I was
I think we told you.
Like what? Like I've just been
and
running
that you could
this whole time.
You could access it directly from the map. You don't have to go to like one of like the flags like teleport spots. You could just go in the map and like click it.
That's how I got out of when I would get glitched into the forest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would.
Yeah, I think that's why I found out too. I'm like, oh, I'm in the middle of the sea. How do I leave this place?
After I ran around the forest, I was like, wait, I can just teleport.
Another mechanic that you two did tell me about that I think is fun. So I'm sorry that I said the dog was worthless. And the dog is full, happy, fed.
No, the dog has some worth.
The dog will like find someone for you, which is so nice because these townspeople were kind of wacky that they would be everywhere.
Yeah.
And, like, I didn't know their schedule. They were just drinking at the tavern. They were hiding in that weird tent down by the river. That old guy with his cat. And so you could just tell the dog, be like, can you go find me this cop? And he'd be like, all right. And he'd go find the cop. So I think the dog was good for that.
Yes, because
But I had no idea you could do that until very late in the game, until you guys told me. So I guess that does lead me to another point. I don't know how intuitive this game was, especially when it came to mechanics or storylines.
Because I figured the dog thing out through, like, the wiki. I didn't figure that out on my own.
And I think I figured that out through y'all. Yeah, like I to this day did not know that I could teleport at any time to any any flag.
And like those are quality of life things, but then when it came to like, oh, you need to upgrade your cauldron to make it to the next story part to open the next map, most of the time I was like, I don't know what you want from like who do I talk to? Do I talk to the mayor? Do I talk to Zhao? Do I talk to who? Who do I talk to? Do I just hang out in my room?
Like half the time I would accidentally land upon the cutscene that I was supposed to be finding.
Yeah.
So I think if they want to, you know, keep this game going and make it a little bit more exciting for new people to buy it, I think streamlining those requirements and making it a little bit more clear. Because the other stuff, like your quest log was good and it told you exactly the time of the day to meet people. Like, so that stuff, they can do it. It's just those big story parts. Not so much.
Yeah, especially towards like the end when I thought we would be recording. I was like, oh no, I need to like hurry up finish this game. And it's like, okay, how do I progress faster? Yeah.
Sorry.
But to go back to the dog, like I thought that was genius. Yeah. Because like playing Stardew, you have to have the wiki. I don't know how people do it otherwise. I'm sure some people have it memorized, but you have to have the wiki open and have each character's wiki open.
Yep.
And then make sure you're in the right season, on the right day, in the right weather.
It's so convoluted.
To find where the person is. And then, of course, at the right time. And so it's like, to have a dog that will just find them for you, so I'm not constantly, like, searching around on the Wikipedia. So much better. Yeah, that was so nice.
A game changer.
Yeah, for sure. And, like, there's other ways to do it. Like, I know Story of Seasons, Storymon, has like the little like icons on the map, so you will always be able to see it just by opening up the map. But I suppose that's like not like real in world, like no one just knows where everyone is like magically.
How does my dog know?
Yeah, how does the dog know?
He's got such a good nose. That poor dog. If that dog's nose was that good, could you imagine all the smells from the potion?
Oh,
you'd be killing that dog.
Hopefully they're good smells.
That nasty clinic when you first start the game. Yeah. Okay, when you first start the game, I know we talked about this later, they are mean to you.
Yes.
And for what?
They're so mean.
They're so mean. Everybody is mean to you. And then you get this broken looking clinic, just like broken windows, dirty beds, and you're supposed to save them? Like the mayor's daughter? I thought it was funny, but it was shocking how mean they are to you.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Some of them don't get over it. Some of them just hate you through the end. Even if your like friendship is maxed out, they're like, like the clothes lady, I think. She's like hateful throughout.
Yeah. No,
I liked that.
I think it made me just resent them all because I was just like, you know what? You guys are going to be mean? I don't care. I don't need you.
What do you want from me?
I took it the other way. I was like, I'm going to prove you wrong.
Oh, Bev, you were inspired by adversity.
See, I was like the spiteful version of that where I was like, well, I'm going to save you, but I don't like you. Like, whatever. I'm not going to forget this.
Oh, have any of y'all, like, let anyone die?
No, you can die?
No.
Yeah.
What?
People can die in this game?
I don't know how it works. I was actually going to try that out. Because it's a Steam achievement. Like, the first time I think someone isn't cured or whatever.
So do you just, like, ignore them in the clinic?
Yeah.
Or you, like too many days go by?
Oh, no. Wow. That was my anxiety. I'm like, there's a siren going off. There's a red light flashing. I gotta go. And plus, like, I get to play Tetris. So I saved people immediately. So then are they just gone?
I kept one of every potion on me.
Just in case.
Going to bed at night before the...
You're a freak.
Yeah, I was like so... As soon as I would wake up and like the red siren would be going, I'd be like out the door to the clinic.
And
no one's just dying.
Wow.
I can't believe people can die. Oh my god.
That's dedication. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Like, let me double check. Like,
that's so morbid. I didn't expect that.
No, that motivates me.
Yeah, I want to kill somebody now. I have a siren. Back. There's a siren going right now.
All right, ignore it.
So wait, going back to that though too, when you first get there, like after they finally like accept you or whatever, and then they let you upgrade something, it's like the streetlights, right? It's not like the actual clinic that's falling apart. It's not.
No, I think the clinic fixes too,
but it's not on the inside.
Gross. Yeah, it looks
great. But not on the inside.
Oh, no, yeah. It's just like
it's so awful looking. Like
I would not want to have my medical conditions treated there.
No, it is not sanitary.
No, not at all. No. My house is cleaner. Why is my house cleaner than the clinic?
That's a good question, because your house is nasty.
I don't recall seeing like any improvements like inside the clinic either.
Then they had more beds and stuff. It doesn't change that much, and then you get like a desk, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
But it doesn't look
it
any
looks
more
so
medical.
Okay.
Just looks like somebody's cottage that they like put some like metal beds in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Steam achievement says fail to cure patients. So it doesn't necessarily say they die, but I just assumed. So I guess
on the wiki, it says, oh shoot, where did it go? Failure to treat them before this number reaches 0, the amount of days you have, will cause the chemist's trust level to decrease. So maybe that mean, like, old doctor that lives in the woods, he just comes up and fixes them quick so they don't die.
Yeah. What? Oh, what's his face?
Who also, I had no idea. Yeah. Like, halfway through, I'm like, oh, he's still here.
Yeah, I had no idea where he lived until I Googled it.
So I was transported, like, to the entrance of the wild area and just totally bypassed his house.
Yep, that's exactly what I would do. I would never go down there.
Mm-hmm.
He was mean.
He was.
And yet, you can date him.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand.
Can we get into that?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, let me pull up their names. You can marry that child.
What?
The mayor's daughter.
Yeah. Oh,
who looks like is an actual
she's like
child.
16 or something, right? Like she's a baby.
She looks 8.
Yeah, she looks 8.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was shocked. But you can't marry Yorn, the tavern bartender?
No. We were so upset about this. I think we both came to each other and were like, why?
Why? Right.
And then the pirate lady too, like the adults in this game. Am I not an adult playing as a chemist?
Apparently
Did I not?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, now I'm looking at her. She really is a child.
Yeah.
And you couldn't marry
same.
Hannah, who like literally says like I'm so pretty. Like what's the point?
Yeah.
Of being so pretty if I can't.
Yeah.
Like she's
or
the
Luck.
Haley.
I liked Luck.
Yeah, she is the Haley.
Okay, so there's only 6 dating candidates.
Yeah.
There's Mateo, who I don't understand why, because like he looks old, like he has gray in his hair, and then you have Rue, who's like a literal child. You can
yes,
and then there's Raynor, who's the blacksmith. No, carpenter.
That one makes sense.
Carpenter, yeah. Why couldn't we date the blacksmith, Runeheart? Ugh.
Oh yeah, Runeheart we can't date. You couldn't date.
Yeah, I wanted to date Runeheart too, but I was also, are they already taken? Because I know you can't date like the police chief because he has a wife or something like that. But is one of them dating Yorn, and they're just like the power couple of Moonberry that I don't get to be part of?
I saw a lot of people were upset that you couldn't date Victor. Also,
yeah, Victor's kind of a creepy.
He's a creepy little graveyard goblin man.
Yeah.
And maybe he's just not into it. Maybe that was respecting his lifestyle choices of him just not wanting to date. But let him tell me no.
Right.
You know?
Wait, could you date Luke or Luck or whatever?
No, I don't think so.
No. He's like, that also seems like a perfectly like good candidate.
But also like Helen seems like a good candidate. Yeah. Like there's so many other candidates that aren't a child.
Let me date the nun.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, looking at the character list, the area that I also forgot about a lot was the bathhouse. That was like up in the top right corner. Because one, I just went to sleep instead of recharging. Yeah. So those people that worked up in there, I was like, oh no, I haven't been doing their friendship quests at all. But also I feel like someone was really mean at the bathhouse. Like I think that was someone who was just not over you being the new chemist.
Who is that? Was that
is that Olive?
The cop's wife? Osmond's wife? Cassandra.
No,
yeah, she works there. She was nice though. There was another one.
It was Olive, I think.
I think it was Olive. Yes,
Olive was like, don't be here. I'm like, well, I am, so you need to just get with it.
I thought Olive was nice. Okay. I don't know.
Maybe after you... I think at first she was mean.
Oh, they were all so mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so who did you all end up dating if you finished someone's storyline?
I dated Raynor.
Okay.
I was very tempted by Rainer, but and also Zhao until like I talked to you, and also Liano and Martha, but I went for Martha.
Martha, I'm jealous. I should have picked Martha. Yeah, I went for Zhao. He wasn't the vibe at first. He was.
I'm so glad you
but
said
then when he
something.
started dating, he's like, "Do you want to like cook?" Like he just didn't. I don't know. So I regretted that.
I'm so glad you said something because he was also on the table for me, and I was just like,
right?
Well, I guess not.
Just no personality once he started dating, and he felt, I don't know. So
no, Rainer was very cute,
and then Liano was like the fishing one. Oh yeah, Rainer was so adorable.
Yeah, Rainer's cute.
I feel like Rainer and Martha are like kind of like similar vibes.
Yeah, exactly. Like we probably broke apart their relationship.
Just like in that Orange game. What was it called again? Orange Season? Orange Theory?
Something like that.
Season, yeah.
Orange Theory, the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that the bike place?
Yeah.
Yes. Orange
Okay,
Season.
so some negative stuff about these characters as I'm scrolling through the list.
We haven't talked about fishing.
One. Oh yeah, fishing. Ugh.
What do we have to talk about?
Quick.
Fishing?
Fishing.
Because I looked at Liano and I was like, that's the fishing candidate.
Oh right.
Okay, so I did not love that one of the cops, his whole vibe was he wanted to lose weight.
Yeah.
That was not a fun storyline for me, and I thought it was really strange that they had it in this at this day and age. And then also Garrett, the guy that was in the wheelchair, they made him be the most miserable, hateful, cranky. I think he even complained about being in a wheelchair, and I felt that was also very inappropriate and just really kind of took me out of it.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Yeah, I feel like Garrett is supposed to be like the George of this game, but it just not.
He was even more aggressive. Well. He didn't have... George had some like warmth to him.
Yeah.
He had nothing. Like...
Well,
I don't know.
Even if he's cranky, make it like not being about his wheelchair.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Garrett.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the game was really cute. I do skip a lot of dialogue in a lot of games, and this one didn't really do much for me.
No.
Did it affect me from... I still played this game for many days. And
they talked a lot.
Hours, but I did skip a lot of dialogue.
I wish there was like a better... I don't know. Like they could have had a better storyline with Otmar.
Oh yeah, that was a little like...
And I feel like they handled Dan and Dev pretty well, but they still...
I was worried about it, though.
Yeah, I was very worried about it.
I was like, how is this gonna go?
Yeah.
I also didn't realize at first. I was like, those are completely two different characters.
Yeah.
Until I think I read something. Either on the wiki or on their like profile page or whatever.
I think I went to go look for one to like give them, I don't know, a gift or something, whatever makes them more of your friend. And I was like, where is this person? Why don't they exist? And that's when I went to the wiki and I was like, oh, I see. I understand.
Oh, so I guess maybe we should explain that Dan and Dev are the same person.
A little questionable for a game out right now.
Or multiple personas.
So I guess my advice and the ideas for improvement is to take a look back at some of these storylines and decide if it's something to keep or to edit. Because, some of those, I'm like, what was the purpose? But Kelly, like you, I just kind of button mashed then through a lot of the dialogue, especially with those specific ones.
Which at least you could skip it. So.
Yeah, which is nice.
All right, I'm looking at my list. Another thing that I think would be really fun for ideas of improvement is seasons, having seasonality in this. I think that would really make the grinding of resources kind of a lot more fun, and it would maybe provide a chance for them to do different dialogue for the townspeople because those got repetitive very quickly.
It also got to the point where there was like a time when I just couldn't walk anywhere without like initiating a cutscene.
Oh my god.
And they would land you elsewhere, right?
Yes.
Which is also really annoying.
Yes.
That made me so mad. I'd be like, I was in the middle of doing something. And then you completely get thrown off and you don't know what you're doing and the whole day's gone.
And it would take you to so many different locations throughout the storyline too, and I would just be like skipping every cutscene. I'm like, where am I? Am I in a tavern? Am I down at someone's house. Like, what? Yeah, then you leave and it's confusing.
Then you leave and another one triggers and it's like, okay, this is enough.
I just want to go collect flowers from the pasture.
So I do think there could be like better, I don't know, like staggering of that or something.
Yeah. Or like, I don't, there's so many characters.
Yes.
So having so many cutscenes with each individual character. Like there's 39 characters in this game. And each one of these have their own like story, which is, I guess, neat. But like we were saying, like I feel like they could have fleshed these stories out more or given them a little bit more depth.
Also, the fact that there's so many characters that get so many cutscenes, but you can still only date 6 of them.
Like, you're so invested.
Right?
Like, I don't need to know that much backstory to all of these characters.
No. Let me date. Like, why? Why only 6? I don't understand.
And I think that's what threw me off, too, is because I'm in like, my head, I'm like, okay, so all of these people are eligible if I'm learning all of this information.
That's what I thought. Yeah, dang. I mean, obviously I didn't want to marry Osmond because I don't want to date the police chief. You know, he's busy. He has his own adult life. Yeah, they're fine. The nun, sure, she's a nun. But, like, also, let me date Zeke, a guy that lives down in a tent with a cat. Like, why isn't he romanceable? We could buy a house together, the chemist and the guy who lives in a tent. Like, I don't know. And like you said, there was so many dialogue and story options anyway. What would have hurt to make them dateable?
I think it would have been cool to have like a feature that like, since there isn't really a space for like your partner in your room, to have them build a place for you in their house.
Yeah, move the garbage over, Yorn, and you can lay on the ground.
I thought that was weird too, though. Like, because like when you get married in other games, your house adjusts. Or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, once you decide who your partner is, it's like, they move in. That's that.
Did you try to date? Like, so I guess it's not quite marriage in this game. It's like dating, right?
Yeah.
Did you try dating multiple people?
No.
No. Because I really didn't care about the dating.
By that point, I was like,
whatever,
it's done. I didn't. I had no ambition to keep going.
I think I had started dating
especially wow.
to see what would happen, but I don't think Martha like cared at all.
Martha's chill. Gosh, I should have dated Martha.
It's not too late.
I know. Now that I fired it up, I was like, oh, actually, it's not so bad. That's all the points that I think I have.
Do we want to talk about the fishing?
Oh my goodness.
So I know fishing is like kind of typically not loved across a lot of farming games. But this one I thought was especially bad.
Well, and it also suffered from what we mentioned earlier, where it wasn't intuitive. I think I had to, like, join the Discord for this game and be like, how do I fish? Like, it didn't, like, it just didn't make any sense. It didn't tell you the buttons, and maybe it did, but I was just...
No, it was not, like you said, it was not intuitive.
Maybe that's on me, but...
It was not fun.
It was not fun.
I love fishing in, like, so many other games, and this felt like a chore.
It's similar to the Spiritfarer mechanic, but like so much worse, I feel like, because it's just every time, like every second, the line's trying to break, and it's and the time like in the game doesn't stop, so it's just like you spend hours trying to fish one fish, which I suppose is like real to like IRL or whatever. But I don't care. This is a game. I don't want to spend my whole day trying to catch one fish.
No, not when you have everything.
Those are my precious hours. Yeah. There's too much to do otherwise.
And that's what I was going to say. It was time consuming in both real life and in-game time. And for something that was not fun. And I think I just did it to finish the quests with the fishing girl.
Yes.
And then...
Can you use them to do those like mini quests in, in Town Hall building?
Oh, right. Those mini quests. Which...
Oh, yeah.
I like those. I like those a lot. Those were fun.
There was like
That's the only reason I fished, though. And I would get so mad when it asked for fish.
Oh, wait. So the town hall had like a town board where you can submit the fish for that.
Yes.
But there was also like mini jobs.
I liked doing that. I liked...
There was one I could not figure out how to do, though.
Which one?
I don't know. Like the one that was like pressing a lot of buttons like very quickly. And I was like, I can't.
Oh, was that the potion bottle one?
I think so.
There was one with like bottles where you had to like
just hit A.
swipe one way really fast if it was like a bottle and swipe the other
and I would
way.
just fail.
And then wasn't there a mail sorting one at the post office?
So I thought that one was fine because I was just like almost like rhythm one.
And then wasn't there a church game? A game at the church?
Yes.
Yeah. I forget what the
But
church
I wasn't.
one was.
I didn't do that one as much.
Was there one with the police station as well?
I think that was the one with like the rapid. Like
Yeah, that was the
numbers.
rapid one.
Okay,
I would do that one a lot though because they would stay open late.
True. Is that actually
So
what
it was like-
money?
I was like, okay, it's late anyway. I'm just gonna do this before I go to bed.
Yeah, I liked that. Okay, so there was part-time job packing boxes at town hall. So you help Dev there. You do his job for him.
Was that the button
basically,
one?
which series of directional buttons in the correct order as fast as possible.
Okay.
I liked that one. That one was
Yeah,
fun.
I
like
did
that
too.
one.
And then
Yeah,
you could
that's
sort
good.
goods at the police station, so helping the cops out. You had to
like,
sort
just,
20
left and
bottles.
right?
Yep, so they'd be like,
Yeah, it was the bottles and the.
that one was fine.
Yeah.
And then grape grinding
That
at
was
the
the
church.
one.
And this was pressing a button
Yes.
as fast as possible.
Or maybe I was doing it too slow, and then I think I did figure it out
Yeah.
eventually. It's like you just gotta.
Yeah, you just gotta go.
Oh, I would just put my switch down and like jam
Yeah.
the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says in here on the wiki, Bev, this is the easiest part-time job to complete.
Oh, that takes the most effort out of all of them.
You were just overthinking it, okay?
But I do like that this one is basically you're just making wine for the nun. So that's kind of cool.
Sounds about right.
Like that's the nun's
Apparently.
job at churches is just to
Yep.
create the wine.
The nuns
I went
always
to Catholic
had
school and I
some-
can confirm.
They had beer
that's true.
in my little nunnery all the time, but
Oh,
always.
So yeah, I liked the part-time jobs, and that kind of changed up the gameplay a little bit. Like if you were kind of sick of going out and just cutting down trees, this was a nice little change of pace.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like a nice option. Like you didn't make a lot of money from it, but it was a nice like let's try something new to make money because I am very poor.
Yeah,
And it was like helpful in the beginning, especially like for buying apple juices.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that, and I would always feed my dog an egg. I don't know why. But
Okay.
like, this egg.
That I feel like the
poor
ingredients were weird, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And really hard
Yeah,
to figure
oh yeah.
out.
The ingredients.
Yeah,
were
because
weird.
some monsters or like
Yes.
creatures or I don't even know, like foraging things would be food. Some of it would be potion ingredients, and they don't overlap like at all.
I think the thing too that confused me with food and then like buying the actual like meals, I could not predict how much it would increase my stamina or my health or anything. Because I could,
There was
I
no
would like
rhyme or
eat a
reason.
giant steak and it'd be like beep, like the tiniest little like increase. But then I would like eat an egg and it'd be like, whoa, she's ready to go. There was the omelet.
And unlocking like the ingredients wasn't intuitive either. Because I don't think you can make those items
No.
unless you unlock the recipe. Even though you might know and have the ingredients, you still can't make it. So it's like, why?
Stupid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I hated that. I
Yeah.
forgot. Oh yeah, I fed my dog corn a lot too. I was like, just eat this corn.
Yeah, I would give
dog.
my dog like I think mushrooms that I
Yeah,
found are like
mushrooms, the cheapest thing that I could find, the easiest.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because at first too, like I didn't realize that the dog would help you just like sniff out and dig stuff up, you know, when he was out with you. So I would just let the poor dog just be like starving, just like dragging behind me, couldn't even pick up his head because there was no point. I had maxed him out by petting him enough. And I'm like, this dog's dumb. But then once I realized that he could help you actually do things, and I was just chucking.
I
eggs
wouldn't
at him
feed
left
him
and
though
right.
until I needed him.
Exactly.
After a certain
Yeah,
point.
he was starving until I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
needed
Yeah.
him.
Oh, 100%.
He had to work for that food.
Oh, definitely.
This game rules. Sorry, I think it's just
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, definitely. Like, look, like we all had so much fun playing this
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
But like some of these choices.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
definitely a lot of complaints, but also I couldn't put it down for
Exactly,
like,
and it's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, exactly.
like fun to talk to you too about it. I would go into chat and be like, "Have you thrown an egg at your dog yet? Or why why can't you marry Yorin when he can marry a literal child, the mayor's daughter? Like, was he trafficking her? The fact that it was the mayor's daughter, like, what was his deal? And he was keeping all those like artifacts in his office from like the
Yeah.
weird history from the town of the chemist before. Like there was, I think there was more than meets the eye with the mayor. I'll leave it at that.
for sure. Oh, what do you think of the story as well? Like, I don't know if we want to get into spoilers. We could caveat if you want to get into spoilers. Like, ow, spoilers here.
I mean, I don't think I remember
I was gonna say
to be considered.
we might not have to do that.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that it's like you're trying to win over like the town.
Yeah.
And like some like disaster or like wrong experiment happened like ages ago, and that's why people don't trust people from the city
Yes.
or what, I forget where from you're
Yeah.
from, and don't trust specifically like potion chemists or what chemists specifically, because you're a chemist, not a potion ear.
A potioneer?
Yeah, now that you're talking about
And
it,
then
coming
you
back,
know, I don't think this is a spoiler because it happens immediately when you go in the wild. Each area is kind of blocked by like something that this big problem caused. Like, oh, this is blocked, or oh, there's a weird like hole here, you know. And so that's kind of, you learn more along the way, but I mean, it was cool and all, but it also was annoying to kind of get those quest lines figured out by the people from the city that come back to give you your badges.
Yeah, I did like the tests were interesting.
and again, also not very intuitive, because I feel like they were hard to like make them happen. It would be like, do this thing, and I'd be like, how?
I did it.
How do I get them to come here?
I will say I did enjoy like the environmental like cleanup disasters.
Yeah.
Of it. It's like I get to put my little EPA hat on and be like, I'm gonna go save the forest.
Yeah, I did like that too. And then those were like some bomb Tetris pieces too, with the stuff that was like around that area. But it would take like your entire like stamina meter and be like, oh my gosh.
Oh, those were the pieces that I would. So like at the end of the game, after everything's like unlocked, it would be like, go to the like, you know, environmental bomb site, collect those pieces, hop to each one of those, and then go get Lady.
Yes, that was the perfect strategy. Kelly. You are fit to run this colony.
Listen, I get way into like, I don't even mean to, but I get so into the efficiency of it, and I don't do it like where I'm like on the internet finding out like the milliseconds that it takes to do whatever.
You're just min-maxing.
But I'm like, these are the order of events.
You did good.
Yeah.
That's how a chemist builds trust with a town that has seen some major disaster.
I am ready to save them all. I liked I did like finding the little like clues and stuff to like unlock those quests and like the pieces that you would need, because I feel like it was like more of a challenge to find all that stuff to like, you know, fix whatever to get to the next area.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to see if I can find a list of all of the ailments. 'Cause I think
a lot of
they
them
had
were
some
funny,
weird
like
ones.
boils or
Wasn't like one like eyeball falling out or something? Am I making that up?
Yeah. Or like funny neck. I just remember, like, I don't think there is a list of them, which is a bummer. But
sad.
Oh yeah,
That was that was by far my favorite part. I wanted to like heal everybody.
that was
all
my
the time.
favorite part too.
Like I'm surprised. Like
I wanted there to be
I
more.
wanted them to be more. Like the fact that there's so many beds. Like why isn't this town like just dying all the time?
Right.
Or just make it a bigger town that just have random NPCs that you don't care about come in, so you could do more.
Yeah, like if it was a port town.
Make the town some money.
But like that would be a cool like end game. Like we're gonna like regionalize this hospital or whatever, and like invite like other people to come in.
You're a genius.
Yeah, that would have been. They need to add that in. That's the DLC. I hope they're listening.
Yeah, I'll add it to my list for ideas for improvement. I'll say 1, run. 2, let me marry Norn. 3, regionalize your hospital. We're ready.
But yeah, that's like what I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do was like cure people, play those like silly little mini games. Like that was like the motivation for every other thing.
Yep, exactly. Was getting
it was
those
rewarding too.
Yeah, it was.
And like you could start selling them too, and I like figured out which one was like the most like cheapest for me to gather ingredients, but also sold like the highest amount. And I was like just spamming in making.
And then you put it like in your mailbox, and it just kind of like picks up randomly throughout the day. And just all of a sudden your bank account was like refreshed. Like whoa.
Yeah.
That one didn't really.
I didn't like the timing of the bird
this
because
is a weird timing.
I feel like it was like what 5 p.m. or something.
It was kind of weird. Yeah. Like
so if I didn't do it before I went out for the day, you're like screwed for the next day. So that was a little irritating because like you can't sell anything at first, right? That's the only way to sell stuff, right? I'm 99% sure.
Yes.
So that was a little annoying, but it was nice to just get a wad of money at a certain point.
I wish there was more upgrades too, like more upgrades to the tools. Like it's only 3, I think, and like once you get to that 3rd area, even with the highest like upgrades, like I'm still like whacking at this thing like longer than I should be. Like let me upgrade to like platinum or whatever.
Here's
especially those sea snakes.
Oh, those sea snakes. Okay, so I found a potion list. It doesn't have like the disease. But some of them are funny that I remembered. One, it cures itchiness. I remember people were just itchy a lot coming to the clinic.
Yes.
Like, I'm
itchy and
rashes. I'm itchy. This one says I'm wobbly.
Yes.
People had wobble problems, so you gave them the twirl solution. I thought that was very fun.
Like, are you drunk or are your knees like
But then it could be like really like oxygen deprivation. Like, that's serious. Like, you go from like I have an itch on my elbow to that. Low heart rate. Yeah, your eyeball. There was something with the neck. I think there was neck problems quite a bit.
Yeah, there was.
Like I have a lump on my neck.
Yes.
That's concerning.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
I wish there was a list. These were so funny.
Yeah. Maybe that's something that we need to add to like the wiki.
There's
fungal infection.
Are you on the potion list?
Yeah.
It shows. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Clammy patches.
So there's a lot. I don't know if that one was necessarily meant to be funny, but when someone had a wobbly knee or whatever, I liked that quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not sure how a cerulean scrub cures dryness, because isn't a scrub like exfoliating? Does it help with dryness?
You're just gonna exfoliate all the
long term
dry skin off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like sloughing the skin or whatever you call it.
I thought it was like the opposite of like moisturizing, but whatever.
No, you could exfoliate and moisturize.
Okay. Oh, there's
you could definitely also not.
Blisters was like one of them
Doctor, I have a clammy patch. Like, what? What?
Like, what? Why would you ever say
Here's the sun drop. Like, all right. Yeah, this game was great. I recommend it. Don't buy the DLC because that's a waste of your time and your money, and you'll only be sad seeing all the cute little decorations. Because it gives you like a lot of decorations.
And you can't put them anywhere.
Yeah.
Because at first I'm like, well, that stinks, but maybe my house will get giant like in Animal Crossing. No. Or Ooblets even gives you like 2 extra rooms by the end of the game. No.
Like, what's the point of having the carpenter like have stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's no point to Rainer.
Yeah. What's the point, Rainer?
Yeah.
Ooh, maggot removal?
He's just there to be cute, okay?
He is.
You know, that's his job.
And to build you a kitchen, I guess.
Oh, yeah, this is what I didn't like about Dean's quest. You had to give him an appetite suppressant because he was just overeating.
No.
Like, I felt...
And also, wasn't that because he wanted to flirt with Helen, right? Is that what it was?
I wanted to hand over my chemist permit. I was like, I'm not fit for this job if I'm handing out appetite suppressants.
Also, she was, like, giving him lunches and stuff. Like, clearly, she did not care. Like, clearly, she thought he was so cute as it was.
Yeah. Just needed to communicate.
Yeah. Some of those storylines, they just need to, like, X out or, like, rewrite. Yeah. Not cool.
Oh, yeah, the tonic cooler, a muscle relaxant for someone's tongue.
Well, tongue, you can...
Because she couldn't taste something.
You can collect from the box.
Yeah. Bone enhancer. These are great. Yeah, I think. This game's
slime
great.
One. What was it?
Oh yes,
slime kisser.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say about it. I always kind of I don't want to say like dreaded picking it up. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a chore. I'm gonna go here or there, blah blah blah. But then the second I started playing, I'm like, dee. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then you know we haven't played for a while, and before this podcast, I'm like, what the heck did I even like this game? I only thought about the glitches and this and that. But then I'm like I'm like, oh wait, this was really fun.
I totally get what you're saying though, because there's some games where I'm like, if I open this game, I'm gonna have to commit so much, and oh my god, and blah blah blah. And then the second I open the game, it's like 3 hours later. Yeah. I haven't moved.
Yeah. There's like
I'm staring at the screen
like
still.
Several nights where I couldn't sleep, so it would be like the game that I would go to play in the middle of the night, like to calm me down. It's like, this is so good.
Yeah, and like it was pretty relaxing. Besides, like if you avoided like the monsters, which were pretty easy, most of the time.
Once you like learned like their like moves or whatever, yeah,
because at first I fully avoided the like the bears. Right?
Oh,
my goodness, the bears.
Because I didn't know you could fight them with your shovel or whatever. So I just like ran from them every time. And then I think Maddy, you were like, Kelly, you can fight them. And I was like,
I mean, the game should have told you You know,
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
be fair.
I told you. Like, who fights with spades or whatever?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why is
I thought they
there
were
a
gonna
sword?
give me something.
Right.
But
yeah.
it is a relaxing game where you can kind of choose what you want to spend your time doing. Like, you don't have to go out and be fighting. You can just either gather the flowers, or if you really like it, you can just fish all day, or you can, you know, go and play those mini games. So it was cool that it wasn't just doing the same thing every
Yeah, for
in-game
sure.
day. You could
And like,
go at your
it
own
didn't
tempo.
matter like how long.
I mean,
like,
one could say
there's no calendar. I don't
Right.
think so.
no.
Like no birthdays that you don't have to worry about like
No.
missing, which is also nice. So like no 2-year mark. Like, oh, I need to like win Grandpa's approval or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was nice not to have like any sort of deadline either.
Yeah, I think my biggest concern was like, do I have enough supplies for tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like for medical supplies for
Or
tomorrow.
money,
You know
for,
what I
like,
mean?
upgrades.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
even
yeah.
then, when someone was sick, you got at least, what was it, 3 to 5 days to gather stuff. And so
Oh,
it wasn't,
no.
there really was
Did
no
I
sense
make
of
sure that I did all of those
urgency
before the 3 to 5
ever.
days?
And every once in a while, there was like, oh, yeah,
one
day
or
one.
exactly.
At worst, day
Yeah,
two.
if I needed to go farm a couple extra puzzle pieces. Or like those random times when all of a sudden there'd be like 5 people in your clinic. You'd be like, wait, what? Why is there 5? That's
Yeah.
amazing. And then it would just go
Like
back
a
to 1 a
pandemic.
Or
day
like
after that.
none some days.
What was the point? Yeah. Yeah, the pandemic hit Moonbury.
But yeah, no, I think the days where there was like 5 in there, I was like, this is overwhelming, but I love it. Mm-hmm. Because it's not really overwhelming. It's just like, it's fakely
It
overwhelming.
feels overwhelming. It looks overwhelming, but like we got it. We got it done.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you make so much money. I did think the little like avatar customizations were kind of cute.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't a ton of them, but like there was a little bit of them.
Oh, like your cape color? That could be.
And like
like a
hairstyle,
little
bit more.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
it
definitely
could've
could be
been a lot
more. Could you change your hair? I can't remember.
color?
Like your hairstyle. No style, right?
I think just the color.
Oh, I thought you could change the style.
No, yeah, I feel like you can change the style.
Oh, wow. Never mind.
I want to confirm this. No.
I mean, but either way, it still wasn't a big part of the game.
Like, yeah. And I think you could buy, like, unlock more colors through, like, what's her face.
Yes.
Yes, and that annoyed me because it's like you're just giving me colors. This isn't even
Exactly. Like, more options.
a new outfit or something.
Like, what is your job?
She was mean.
You're, like, supposed to be a seamstress.
She was mean. Her shop wasn't even open that often or like that late or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. Just the oddest hours.
Ugh, that made me mad. That they had bad hours. I would camp out in front of places a lot too.
Oh,
like, when
yeah.
I was finally like ready to upgrade my
Yep.
cauldron. I'd be like, open,
Because otherwise I'd get like
stand
too
outside their
distracted
house,
by
like
like
running
something
back
else.
and
Like
forth.
if I didn't do it before I went into the forest for that day, it essentially wasn't happening.
Yeah, it wouldn't be happening. Yeah, exactly. I definitely did that as well.
There wasn't a bad penalty for staying out too late, right?
Which is why I think,
I loved that.
Yeah.
There was like almost no penalty,
No.
right? You just went
Yeah.
home.
yeah.
And then I think
So
you
I
like
kinda
slept in late the next
Yeah.
day.
So you could start like
or
a
But I
meet or
just-
something.
Yeah. So it wasn't like, oh god, I'm gonna lose money and I'm gonna like wake
Lose
up
items.
tomorrow with like no health and like no
Well,
items.
the thing is too, you could just transport directly like to your house from out in the
Yeah.
fields. You would just like stay out to
Yeah.
the very last second and then go
Yeah.
to the map and transport back. You didn't have to like
Yep.
time your running.
Those
Yeah, that
walls
made
are, like,
such a
very
difference.
well
Yeah.
placed, I feel like.
That made because like in Stardew all the time I would get hit with the 2 a.m. deadline or whatever, and it would be like me like running up my porch steps and then I'd pass out.
And then collapse.
Yeah, like so close to home but so far. So this was so nice to just like stay out forever.
Alrighty, so I feel like our overall impressions, like, it was good first impressions, and then we were like upset about the the glitches and stuff, and then we were just sucked back
Yes.
in once everything was working fine.
Yes.
So
And I feel like you said you didn't get a lot of glitches, and like
Yeah.
I think Maddy, you said there's patches out now, so it's like probably
Yeah.
hopefully a lot
Yes.
better now.
But yeah, there were times when I lost like an entire day of like farming and resources, and that didn't feel great. But yeah, I think you were spot on,
No.
Bev. It was very excited at first, then immediately like, oh no, what did I do? But then even with all the negatives, it had character.
Yeah,
It was
definitely.
fun to kind of play through.
And it was so cute. It really was. Like, It really did look so good.
Yeah. I fully intend on going back in and like getting all the Steam achievements because I feel like it's actually achievable to get all of them. So I will probably do that at some point.
Yeah, and that's fun. I like getting achievements. I don't think they have achievements on the Switch.
No, sadly, which is also why I may want more games on Steam.
That's fair. No, that always annoys me, like when you don't get the achievement on Switch, because I'm like, how hard is it? Why don't they have achievements on Switch?
That's why
every other system has this.
If there's ever something cross platforms like Dark Souls or Nier I want to play, I'm not gonna play that on Switch. I want to play where I can get trophies.
Like now when I play Steam games, I'm like, ooh, I killed someone and I got an achievement. Okay,
it feels so good.
It feels so good. Alrighty, should we start our outro then?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I guess where can we find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at Rallamiu on Instagram. Should I spell that out? Probably.
Yes.
It's RALLAMIEU.
Cute. Who named you that? I did.
Maddie.
You can find me at Kaiju Maddy on Instagram, KAIJUMADDY, or Maddy Saurus on Twitter.
And you can find me at Bev Granger 711, pretty much anywhere. I believe that's my handle across like all things, even like Mastodon now. It's BEVGRANGER 711.
Cute.
Yes. And
You're so smart with your consistency.
Not me.
I've
Me
had
neither.
it since like high school, and it's like I just need to keep it.
That's fair. That's understandable.
And it's like not hard, I think, at this point to just maintain it. And you can find the podcast on Twitter at THS Pod. There's also the website harvestseason.club where you can get feedback and links. There's also the Patreon, which is THS Pod. Highly recommend joining that and joining our Slack community where we had an inside joke about Goblin Core. There's also a Patreon exclusive podcast called The Greenhouse, which is kind of on hold now as we've... Al, do you explain it? It's been talked about. It'll come back. We'll figure it out. But Greenhouse will still be there. But all right. I hope y'all have a good harvest.
Yay! Have a good harvest. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Al.
Bye.
The Harvest Season is created by Al McKinley, with support from our patrons, including our pro farmers, Kevin and Stuart. Our art is done by Micah the Brave, and our music is done by Nick Burgess. Feel free to visit our website, harvestseason.club, for show notes and links to things we discussed in this episode.
Okay, sorry, this is unrelated to what we're talking about, but we're in airplane view in the Skype call, like, that it looks like we're in an airplane, and there's a little orange cup in front of me, and I think it's my cup, but it's just part of, like, the background, and it, like, because I have an orange mug with me.
And your mug's like the same color almost.
Yes! It's
Oh my goodness.
tripping me out. Sorry.
That's
Amazing.
So
But I want this cup. I'm thirsty.
it's just teasing you. It's
It
so
is.
perfectly right in front of you.
Al, feel free to cut that if you want, or insert yourself. I don't know. I want Al to do more inserting during the episodes he's not in.
Like pop-up video, but with Al comments.
I love that idea. Oh my god.
He did it once already. I forget which one. But Cody was trying to get him to come in. He finally came in to correct her on.
I know, I thought of him too when he said roguelite. I'm like, oh, if only Al was here, he'd know.
Some techie thing.